Mr. Speaker, can you point out in your bill where it's
I did a video a while back when we first saw this coming. I think it was Arkansas that was trying to pass child labor, and now this is Florida. That's more perfect union, by the way. If you like content like this and you like to know about political events and things that are taking place that you may not otherwise know about because of how it's just not widely available, they're perfect to watch, and they do their own commentary and little snippets here and there. But yeah, so here's the thing. We celebrated too early, and I said that before, when we thought companies were backpedaling on the work from home, when we thought they were going to pay us fairer wages, we celebrated too early. Everybody celebrated too early. The solution to the worker shortage is they're just going to make children do it, is what they're going to do. Children aren't going to be smart enough, not the majority. There are some bright kids out there, but the majority of kids are not going to know that they have rights. They're not going to know that they're being taken advantage of. And in addition to that, it's a sweet deal for kids, right? Because they're going to see a minimum wage paycheck as a fortune because they don't have bills or anything. This is also going to be a problem because it's going to precondition children to accept subpar conditions in labor. This was the whole plan. It's not just to backfill jobs they can't get adults to do because it doesn't pay enough. It's also to condition an entire generation or an entire 2 generations of children to get used to not standing up for their rights, because kids aren't going to know. They're not going to be able to stand up for themselves. And unfortunately, we have too many people, not the majority, but too many people that are adults or grandparents that are going to be telling kids that that's just hard work. That's just what you should be doing. That's only right. You should be doing your fair share. And so we're going to have 2 generations of kids that are going to be conditioned to this, and it's going to be really bad. These kids will accept less, thinking that it's correct, thinking that they're doing something wrong, not to mention, as I mentioned way back, it was Arkansas, when I mentioned way back, that even having kids work in adult positions can be bad. This will lead to workplace harassment. This will lead to workplace abuse. We're going to see that. There is going to be a huge issue here that you will see. We already have it now when kids are of age to work and they're working with really bad managers. So this is not good for anybody. And if the new thing will be, it's not going to be that the illegals are taking your jobs. It's the kids that are. Except it's going to be true with that because the illegals aren't taking your jobs. But the kids will be. I need to pull an image that hasn't been around in a while. It showed kids, minors, really young, like middle school age, working in mills and in textile plants here in the United States. They're black and white because it was a long time ago, and then we decided that probably shouldn't be a thing. But so far, as I'm seeing it, we're reversing so many things, going backward on so many things, and they're coming for your kids now. That's all there is to it. They know they can't abuse a lot of the adults, and they're having a problem with that, so they're going to come after your kids. That's what they're going to do. And unfortunately, nobody's really doing anything about it. And it's a really weird situation, right? Because maybe you're already working a job and things are still tight, and you're going to allow your children to help, right? And part of it's like, well, you're terrible, but at the same time, it's like you have to survive. And that is the dilemma they're forcing everybody into. And they're going to continue to force you into that. And we're getting to such a dystopian future here in the United States. So, what are your thoughts on this? This is the only one. I think Iowa and Indiana are doing this as well. Maybe not Iowa. I know Indiana is, because there's another video I'll try to stitch here where one of the reps for that state was talking about how they need to get rid of child labor laws, and the person against that was like, this is a violation of federal labor laws, federal child labor laws, and the representative is like, yeah, well, some things need to change. So I'll stitch that video at some point so you guys can see it if you haven't, but this is really awful. What are your thoughts on this? Again, please keep it civil. I mean, even if you're going to say something, I think children should work, I'm glad to discuss that because I don't want to put it in this video. It's already getting too long. But let's leave it open for discussion as far as what your opinions are. But don't get rude or nasty with each other, please. Please try to keep it civil.